Welcome back to our channel without exception. And today, let's look at some of the strangest driving laws across the world. Countries around the world have many driving laws that differ from place to place. From being fined for eating while driving to remember which days of the week you can legally drive, here are the most unusual driving laws around the world. Without any further delay, let's get into the video. Strangest driving rules across the world. One of the main reasons laws are created is for the safety and protection of the people. However, for something as serious as the law, you might not expect that its regulations are littered with strange and headache-inducing rules, especially ones pertaining to the road. In every country around the world, life can move a little bit differently, and driving is no exception. Rules of the road can vary greatly across continents, and it's important to be aware of some of the peculiar driving laws. First of all, in India, most traffic offenders are rather lucky. Firstly, because law enforcement isn't very stringent here, and secondly, because our driving rules are pretty ordinary. However, some of the other countries we share the planet with aren't as fortunate as us. Apart from having much stricter cops, some of them have some really ridiculous driving rules. So, here are some of the strangest driving rules across the world that sounds absolutely ridiculous. Number 1. Driving in Germany. Land of the Autobahn, wonderful cars, precision engineering and efficiency. With its incredible road network and breathtaking scenery, Germany is a natural choice for a road trip. But, like any other country, it has its unique rules and conventions when it comes to driving. Keep moving or pay up. Germany's famous highway network, the Autobahn, is popular all over the world for not having any speed limits. But they have a strange driving rule there which states that you're not allowed to stop on the highway except for an emergency situation. Strangely, even if you run out of fuel there, you're eligible for a traffic ticket. As per the authorities there, not having enough fuel is considered to negligence on the driver's part. If the cops see that the reason for stopping doesn't hold any weight, the offenders can be penalized. Number 2. Russia. Clean your car or face the music. The road system and traffic rules in Russia aren't dramatically different from other European countries. But driving in Russia can be a frustrating experience, with drivers having to contend with lengthy traffic jams, poor road maintenance, and random police inspections. Russia also has a poor safety record compared to other European countries. The law enforcement authorities over there are rather particular about keeping your car clean so much so that having a dirty car can make you eligible to pay a fine. Also, this doesn't apply just for the exteriors. It includes the interiors of the car as well. What's worse is that it is up to the officer to determine what's dirty and what's not. Adding to this, it is also illegal to clean your car at any place apart from your residential area or an actual car wash. Also, it's against the law to pick up hitchhikers. So, don't be tempted to give someone a ride if you are driving through Russia, as it is strictly forbidden. And also, you're not allowed to use the horn in cities. Traffic jams are a common sight in Russian cities, so you would expect to hear a lot of car horns from frustrated drivers. However, Russian drivers are not allowed to use their horns unless there is an immediate danger and would face a significant fine if they are caught blasting their horns at fellow road users for other reasons. Number 3. Cyprus. Watch your hands. Would you eat without using a hand? Definitely not. Forget going through the drive-through lane and munching on some fries on your way home from work. Cyprus has one of the strangest driving rules possible. In Cyprus, it is illegal to take your hands off the steering while you're driving. However, people in Cyprus have to put both their hands on the steering while driving no matter what. This was done to curb the number of accidents that occur on the island, which was pretty high. If someone is caught by the police due to driving with one hand just for a second in Cyprus, he or she will face the hefty fine. The rule has been made more extreme now that it is illegal to eat or drink while driving, and that even includes sipping water. Number 4. Philippines. Know your days. The capital city of the Philippines follows a system of color coding. What this means is that cars with certain registration numbers only have permission to be on the road on certain days. That is, it is illegal to drive in peak hours on Monday if your number plate ends in a 1 or 2. Plates ending in 3 and 4 have the same restrictions on Tuesday. 5 and 6 cannot drive in peak hours on Wednesday, and so on. If any car with a number not stick to that date is spotted on the city's busier roads, the driver is instantly breaking the law and will be fined if caught. This law was put in place to try to prevent the number of cars on the road each day between the hours of 7 to 10 am and 3 to 7 pm. With such a dense population, you can only imagine how congested the roads would be without the weird rule. Number 5. Driving in Spain. Driving in Spain is typically a pleasurable experience. The roads are good, there is not too much traffic, and petrol is cheaper than in any other European countries. It is easy to forget about what you're doing when driving in Spain, especially if the sun is shining. But, of course, a driver must always be aware of their actions. They are in charge of not only their passengers' safety but also of those on the roads around them. And here are some of the unbelievable rules of the road in Spain. In some of the Spanish cities, the residential areas have a really illogical driving rule. Cars are allowed parking on the streets only outside houses with even numbers on even days and odd numbers on odd days. We are not quite sure what the reason behind this rule is. And also, driver must carry extra pair of glasses. It is understandable that driving with glasses is mandatory for those that suffer from visual issues. Now imagine you get pulled over and the cops ask to see an extra pair. Well, in Spain, this would result in a ticket as it is mandatory to carry an extra pair at all times. And also, be careful if you are having an argument while driving. If you are caught taking your eyes off the road, you would end up paying a fine. And this applies even if the driver bites their nails or insults other drivers through hand gestures. Number 6. South Africa. Animals first. South Africa is a home to an extravagantly wide variety of fauna, and they take a lot of pride in that fact. Being a South African comes with many ups and downs. It is a country of promises and protests, wealth and poverty, electricity and candles. But unknown to many, our unmedicated country holds some unique and weird laws, which are sure to leave you scratching your heads. In South Africa, they have given animals equal right to the road as drivers. If drivers don't stop or give a stray livestock crossing the roads, they can face fines up to $500. Number 7. Laws in Singapore. Singapore is known for its low crime rate and impeccable cleanliness. It is also sometimes called the Fine City, which has a double meaning. The label refers to the fine state that Singapore is in, but it also refers to the many fines that the country hands out. Let's take a look at some of the weirdest laws in Singapore. In Singapore, pedestrians don't have the right of way over the moving traffic. But the one right they do have is that no driver can come within a 50-meter distance to them. The fine for breaking that rule is also pretty hefty. Luckily enough for the drivers, the city is so well planned and designed that the possibility of that happening is almost non-existent. They are known to have one of the most well-organized road networks under the sun. And also, spitting in public is illegal here. Singapore is not a place for spitters. Reasonably, it's illegal to spit in coffee shops and markets, but it is also illegal on public roads, sideways, and any other places that is open to the public. If you break this law in Singapore, you will be slapped with a fine of up to $1,000. Number 8. Japan. Most people don't realize that driving in Japan is a way to experience much more hidden beauty than one would expect. Many of these places are somewhat difficult to reach with public transportation alone. In fact, while Japan's subway and train systems are among the best in the world, when it comes to reaching rural areas, the easiest way to do it is by car. In Japan, the drivers will be fined for splashing pedestrians with rainwater. Most of us can relate to the misfortune of getting horribly drenched thanks to the passing cars who refuse to slow down on a rainy day. Such careless driving is not acceptable in Japan, and drivers can be fined for splashing on someone. The law also states that vehicles should install mud flaps or drive slower when it rains so that the safety of pedestrians isn't compromised. For more related videos and knowledgeable content, do subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get the regular update from us. Like the video and share to your friends and family. Thank you.